Good morning. It is 8:30 Tuesday morning, August 15th, 2006. And guess who we have here? Ladies and gentlemen, Hilary Duff, the lady who has been sending our crowd into a frenzy. You want to say hello to a couple of folks there? Only 18 years old, already a major success in Hollywood. She's got a big motion picture coming out and a fashion line as well. Greeting some of her fans. Another couple of fans I want to introduce you to, of course, Ann Curry and Lester Holt. Hilary just over this way. Nice to see you.
And they're just losing their minds. They love you so much, and I think it's because you've done so many things. TV and movies, but you're a fashion designer now. You've got a clothing line. I mean, you're taking over the world, girl.
I don't know about that, but no, we were just talking in there that I am busy right now, but I feel very lucky, you know, and it's better than the alternative, right?
Right. Well, we're going to be talking to you a little bit later.
Yeah.
We've got also a lot coming up in this half hour, and so I'll let you say your why don't you go ahead and tell us what's coming up?
We're going to be talking about baby mooning. Have you ever heard about that? Baby mooning, the idea of the baby's on the way. So how about a nice couples getaway? And a lot of hotels are offering packages right now to help couples center themselves. Some call it kind of that last fling before, being tied to a baby. But there's other ways to look at it as well.
Right, exactly. It's a lot of fun and relaxing, especially when you're expecting a baby or you're thinking about having a baby, to have a little moment to breathe, because, man, all heck is going to break loose.
That's right. Speaking of mooning and weddings and honeymoon. No, hey. We have one of our crew members suddenly. Anyway, our 7 wedding couples will be back tomorrow to find out who gets to compete in round 2 of Today Throws a Wedding, our competition. Last week, as you know, or maybe you tried to forget, we made them sing. Well, this week, we make them dance. That is tomorrow on Today.
Those two actually were terrific dancers, so they were ringers. Anyway, before we get to all of that, and Hilary Duff, we're going to get one more check of the weather.
All right, let's check it out. A little microphone there, mister. So what was it like meeting Hilary Duff? Wow, was it everything you thought it would be? Wow. Was it like meeting me? Oh, you're a liar. But thank you very much. That's awfully sweet. Let's check your weather, see what's going on.
Now back to my friend Lester, who loves Dum Dum Bum.
I love Dum. Hilary likes Dum Dum, so you love him too. What's your name when I say your name? Hilary Duff. Coming up, but first, this is Today on NBC.
More by the age of 18 than most people do in a lifetime. Hilary Duff is conquering the worlds of singing, acting, design, and business, and now she's out with a new movie called Material Girls. Hilary stars opposite her sister Haley, and she's as a debutante who has fallen on hard times.
What are your skills, girls?
Oh, we can dance. You mean like dancing? We're really good dancers.
No, I mean like, can you type?
Oh,
Can we type? We're good. We can do like 10 IMs a minute. See? Yeah.
Hilary Duff, thanks so much for joining us. Good morning.
Sure, thank you.
You clearly, from this movie, enjoyed working with your sister.
Oh, it was so much fun.
She's your older sister.
Yeah.
And she's the first one who wanted to be an actress.
She is, actually. She came up with this whole idea, and I kind of just wanted to be exactly like her, So we both were trying and begging my parents to let us go to California.
When you were just 8 years old.
Well, she's 2.5 years older than me, so she kind of influenced it all, But I would just follow along and be like, me too, me too, me too.
So all this fame, all of this stuff that's come out from all of that at the beginning, now at the age of 18, came from your love for your sister and wanting to be like your sister?
Yeah, and when we got to California, we worked a little bit here and there, and we would go back to Texas, and I got my TV show, which was Lizzie McGuire, and from there, just all these, opportunities came, and we started working a lot and traveling a lot, and things just kind of, came into place.
And now, even outside with all of this screaming and all of these kids loving you, and this is just a small amount of what's really the kind of fame you generated across this country, you're still overwhelmed by it. I can see there's a kind of You like it, but you're not sure about it. It's unnerving.
It's a little, you know what's funny is I think that for my job I've learned to be pretty outgoing, like when I have to be, but I'm a really shy person.
Are you?
If I'm just like on the street or something, or I hear like my song in a store, or someone comes up, like I'm always like, okay, like sure, you know. But I don't know. I'm a little bit shy, but I appreciate it, and I feel very lucky. And seeing people waving and making signs is like, it's a really nice feeling.
In fact, another nice thing for you is that your sister has actually gone on and done very well as well. You said that she's on Broadway now as an actress.
She is. She's doing Hairspray.
And so this is continuing now. And with this movie, is this your first chance of being in a movie together?
We actually, a long time ago when we still lived in Texas, there was a movie that was like filming on our ranch, and my parents were like, well, if you let our girls be in the movie, you can film here. And so we were extras, and we played sisters. But it's nice that we get to play sisters now in our own movie and get to do it together and have fun and, you know, do so much of what we just do in real life in the movie.
Yeah, because there is a one, and you guys, when you do your dialogue, you just pick up exactly where the other one leaves off. This is a movie about two girls who are heiresses, who lost their father, who are heiresses to a cosmetic fortune, who lose everything and have to figure out how to ride a bus, how to get a checking account, how to actually have a life.
Right. Just it's.
Why did you want to do it?
It's quite funny. You know, there's like a lot of really funny parts in the movie, and it also has a lot of heart at the end of the movie. It ends pretty good, and but it's funny watching these girls that have not really respected anything in their life or never had to work for anything, so they don't appreciate it. Watching them go through life and deal with everyday problems that people deal with on a daily basis, but watching them do it is kind of a catastrophe.
It's interesting for you, being a girl who, a young woman who, for the last 10 years of your life, has been on this sort of amazing rise in terms of public awareness and fame. I mean, in some ways, this film, while I think you understand reality more than perhaps your character,
is to some degree. Laundry and stuff,
exactly.
You know?
But still, it is somewhat reflective because you're talking in this movie about being real and getting real with what's real. And is that something that's something that you realize that you need to also make sure that you do, given this degree of adulation and all that's coming at you?
Definitely, I think I know that this probably won't last forever, or that some of the things that I've experienced aren't the real. You know what I mean? They're not what's important, and they're not always going to be there. And I think it's a fine line that you have to enjoy yourself, and you have to also be very conscious of kind of how to stay in the real world and how to deal with this kind of job that's a little bit crazier than some other jobs.
Those are very thoughtful ideas for an 18-year-old. By the way, in addition to being in a movie and a TV, I mentioned earlier, you have a clothing line.
I do.
And I was talking to some of the young girls, and they love the bracelets and the T-shirts and some of these things. I mean, what is your thought when you decide what goes in under your name and what doesn't?
When with the line and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, are you doing midriffs or what are you doing? You obviously made a campaign to not do that.
Yeah, well, the line is actually for younger girls, so it's for 7 to 14-year-olds, and it's in stores now. The new fall collection just came out, and I have a creative director named Jeffrey Gertz, and we just work together, and I go shopping. I go to Europe a lot for press tours and concerts and stuff, and he'll fly up, and we'll do, like, inspirational shopping, and we bounce off each other. He comes into my closet, which is really hysterical, and we'll dig through my drawers and find color schemes and things that I like the way they fit, and we just create storyboards.
Well, part of what this is about is that young people want to be like you. Young girls admire you, and they want to be like you, and so they want to dress like you. And and I know in this movie you take aims at some of the media, sort of, how you can't believe everything you read or watch on television. So you felt some of that pressure. Right now there's a lot of discussion about whether you lost too much weight, how are you dealing with this kind of scrutiny at your young age, and what do you want to say about it?
I think that it's really crazy. Just everything is so picked apart these days, and it's just people are really mean, and I think that I did get kind of grouped in with some of that, and at the end of the day, when you grow up, you start to look different, and I've been accused of all different kinds of things, and it's funny because people know what I looked like when I was 12 and when I was 15 and 16 and 17 and 18, and people grow up, you know, and people start to care about their body and try to take care of themselves. And at the end of the day, you just have to make yourself happy because you're never going to make them happy.
Well, on that note, which I think is really true.
I think so,
That
too.
is a great message. Hilary, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Every best wish to you and everything. And the movie Material Girls opens in theaters on Friday. And up next, the craze known as baby mooning. We'll explain right after this.